Okay, we're live. Let me adjust this just a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Cool. Usually, I've got so much stuff in this room that usually before I start, before people realize you're live, I usually just like grab something. I just noticed this thing I bought this on eBay the other day. It's kind of cool. A lot of you don't know. I'm originally from Syracuse, New York, and Lacrosse. There's a couple of religions in upstate New York, and the main religion is lacrosse. Okay, everybody plays it. I think you're born. When you're born, they give you a set of diapers and a lacrosse stick. I swear to God, everybody plays lacrosse. But I found this on eBay. It's kind of cool. I know it's backwards, but it says Syracuse Lacrosse. At the bottom it says National Champions. And the year was 1983. And I think that was the first year that they won the national championship. National championship. I mean, this is like the country. I know it's an East Coast sport, but it was pretty cool. I had some friends that were on that team. Tommy Nims, he was the goalie. And I think John Desko was an assistant coach. He's actually the head coach now. But for all of you sports fans, Syracuse Lacrosse, it was kind of cool. Where are you going to find that? You know, I mean, it's 33 years ago. We won the national championship. The reason why I bring that up, because a lot of people, and my discussion today is just do it. You know, and there's a post that I did last Saturday. And it was me in a gym, and it kind of correlates with working out or working out with weights or running or just doing any kind of workout, is just to do it. There's a correlation with that in business, because there's a lot of same types of emotions that are going on, although having a business is a lot more complicated than just working out. And I wrote it like this. It says, do it. Now do it when you don't feel like doing it, okay? In business, that's one thing. Now when you're working out, sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. You're not motivated. My battery's getting low, but we got enough for this. Do it when you don't feel like doing it. It means you're probably in the entrepreneurial world, and this is really who I'm speaking to today. It's my friends that are in the MLM world, affiliate marketing, who do e-commerce, who create their own products, who write their own books. You know who you are, you know. The guys that are doing it, e-commerce on the internet, okay? You have to do it. Okay, do it when you don't feel like doing it. That means you're probably overwhelmed. You don't know what direction to go into, and you just simply have to get around the right people. And you got to kind of compartmentalize what you need to do so that you're not overwhelmed. First, you have to get the education, and then you have to you have to get hey Chad, what's happening? Yeah, you have to get the education, and then you have to take action. Okay. When you don't feel like doing it, means you're not deep enough into it, okay? Because if you are, you're going to feel like doing it every day because it's going to be your passion. You're not passionate enough because you're overwhelmed. Do it when no one else is looking, and that's really has to do with your why. Why are you doing this? You know, do you really care what everybody else thinks? Or are you doing it for yourself? Why did you start this business? Do you want to help other people? Is that what you're trying to do? Don't worry about what everybody else is thinking. Do it. Start doing it for yourself, but ultimately expand so that you can do it for everybody else. Now, do it when it's raining or snowing. Now, I live in Southern California, and you know, there's nothing here but I look out the window here, and there's nothing but blue skies. It doesn't rain or snow much around here, but metaphorically, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, there's going to be bumps in the road. You know, things are not always going to go as planned. Sometimes there's little bumps, and sometimes that you can overcome. Just if you get stuck with some kind of technology as you're building your business, you can Google it. You probably can find a 15-year-old kid, and they'll help you out. But then there's big things like the crash in 2008. That's a big bump, and it took a lot of people out. But a lot of people found a new way to recreate themselves. And you have to be able to do that. So do it when it's raining and when it's snowing. Do it when things are not optimal. You got to do it. Do it when haters think you're stupid. And that really kind of goes back on them. You'll always find a lot of people who are reactionary and don't really understand what it is you're doing, don't understand it, can't really see what it is you're doing. They don't have the same vision that you have. And most haters, really, than reacting to them and saying something back, it's really more about them. That's true in life, too. People who are haters, and generally, there's something lacking in them to be a hater. So don't worry about the haters. Just move on. Do it when your friends think you're crazy and your family knows that you are. Now, as entrepreneurs, anybody that's trying to do any kind of business, doing anything outside the box, is always going to come across this. Their friends aren't going to understand what they're doing. And there's a lot of situations, whether you're starting or whether you've been doing it for a long time, where you may not get personal support in your proximity. Spouses, children, parents, siblings, cousins, whatever. Anybody that's in your circle, a lot of times you're not going to get a lot of support, or they're not going to get a lot of understanding. Do it anyways. Do it anyways. Even if the most significant people in your life are not on board with you, do it anyways. It's not always the case. There's a lot of couples that do things together. Mine certainly helps me out, but there's a lot of people aren't in that situation. I have friends that are very successful. Some of the most successful people have marriages that haven't lasted for whatever reason. Maybe they spent too much time doing it. But if you don't have the support from your immediate family, don't worry about it. Do it anyways. This is big. This is really big. Do it when you're sick and tired of doing it. Okay, that's when you really... And there's two things. Do it when you're sick and tired of doing it, and do it when you have doubts. That's when you need to double down. That's when you need to double down doing what you're doing. Okay? The best way to get rid of insecurity of your business is to take massive action. You have to. Action in the form of education, of putting your business together, of being around the right people, will get rid of insecurity in a heartbeat. And you have to follow through with that. Do it when you might get into trouble. That's okay. Break the rules, not the law. Break the rules. And that's true. A lot of us, you have to realize, I've got probably, for example, I think 5 Facebook sites. I've got at least 20 emails. I don't know how many autoresponder. I think I have 3 different autoresponders. I mean, take Facebook for example. I've been shut down on Facebook 4 or 5 times, because a lot of times these companies, they don't really understand what you're doing, or somebody sees something you're doing and they want to get aggressive, and they take action against you. Well, if you're not breaking the rules, if you're not stretching the rules, then you're probably not doing anything out of the ordinary. And sometimes you have to take, you have to take some chances. You have to take chances when you're an entrepreneur. And sometimes it rubs people the wrong way. But if you're not pissing somebody off at some point, then you're probably not doing your job to some degree. Honestly, because you can't make everybody happy. So that's why you got to break the rules sometimes. Not the law. You don't need to go out and kill people. You need to break the rules sometime, though. You need to stretch those rules, okay? Now, what's the other one I wanted to talk about? Yeah. No, and also, remember the naysayers, okay? They're the ones who'll be asking you, when's the job opening in 6 months? The people who, all the doubters, and if you follow through with what you're doing, the other side is really unbelievable. It's unbelievable. We get some light in here. And really, what's the other thing I wanted to do it? Do it when no one else is willing to do it. And this is probably one of my favorite ones. You could have a room full of 1,000 people, in an event, getting a lot of information. Maybe only 15 or 20 of those people actually take that information, take massive action on it, and actually, act on what they're supposed to act on, and actually create a business. Do it when other people are not willing to do it. Because if you're willing to do things other people aren't willing to do, you can live a life that other people will never have. That's a fact. Other than that, do it until it's done, because it's never done. You're never done building a business. You're never done. You never just sit back and go, oh, okay, I'm done now. That's not how it works. There's always people out there to help. There's always people you can help. And by helping others, you're helping yourself too, and you grow together. Other than that, I hope this was helpful. This is just part of doing it. If there's anything in here that you can relate to or resonates with you, you can sit there and, because after I publish this, hit the hearts, hit the likes. That's always helpful, just to let you know people are out there. We got a lot as far as Techademics go. Okay, we got a lot of new updates coming up. There's going to be a lot through my channel here. There's going to be a lot of free information, free value that's going to be coming through here on a daily basis. A lot of it's going to be coming in. It's going to be released this week. We're looking forward to it, and I can't wait to get it all out to you. And you know, a lot of good stuff coming. A lot of stuff to help everybody that wants to make money on the internet. Other than that, thanks for listening, and just do it.